it's official now then. This is the date in which our deadline is. The thing is now, will we make it? Hopefully we will. Okay, well, I'm now going to put the steering box and bulkhead bracket on, which is also our clutch bracket. And as you see on the brass view section here, I put a bit of grease, so it just gives it a bit of a good start. Gasket's in place, all greased up. So I've just got to try and offer that down there, so that ends up in the right place. Now, I've got that rod in the wrong way around, but I can take that out. That ain't no bother. So I'll just get my pointy bar just to line that up. The trouble is, get one going. The trouble is, you risk skidding the blooming gasket about. But which I think I already have done. That's got that one started. I'll just tack all the bolts in, and then I'll just have a look through the PTO aperture just to see if she's actually sitting in the right place. I can't imagine it's not, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get your blooming bolts in this end. But I cleaned it all and painted it last night just so as I could do this job this morning. I've still got to have the gear stick selector off and clean it and paint it. But I am going to do, I don't know whether you can see it from there, but it has got a bit of side twizzle on there. I'll replace the pin in that, see if we can sort that one out. Right, I haven't got my torch with me, but I can see from here. In fact, what I'll do, I'll bring you in so you can see that. So that's your bulkhead mounting plate, and your steering box fits in here and in here. So which is yet to come. Which I've got to make some bushes for that, and then the clutch rod goes to that. Well, it's in the wrong way around, but I'm going to just screw it out and change it in a second. I'm not going to lift it off just for that. So I'll just get in here, and hopefully you can see without. Yeah, there you have it. You can see the horseshoe on the clutch, the bit with the split pin hanging at the bottom, and you can see the arm down there and the little bolt. And the brake lever, look where it shoves onto the brake lever. So when you shove your clutch, it follows up with the brake. And that's a bit of adjustment I've been talking about, which I've got to sort out. But that'll be for another program, right? But so yeah, trumpet houses are all painted now, and that's painted. So yeah, we're getting there. All right, so this is the gear selector, and I'm going to take it to bits to remedy this little gadget here. I mean, it'll go backwards and forwards like that, as it's supposed to when it's in neutral. But what this one does also, difficult to show it, to be honest with you. Yeah, there, look. Some places it's just a little bit different to others. You can see what's going on, look, it's turning, so it's giving it a lot more movement at the top of the stick. And a little pin in there, and he's no doubt it's got some wear on it. So in order to get the gear stick out, got to move the big spring. But just above it, look, you can see a snap ring. And we've just got to pry it off. It's like a circlip, but it's called a snap ring. It's a round one. Awkward little buggers to get off. And then the spring will come off. Then the stick will pull out. And then we should be able to get this little man in here and sort it out. It's worn, so it was taken out and another one making and putting in. So I'll show you that when we get to it. In order to get that gear stick out of this housing, as you can see, the selector rods have had to be moved right out, and then these little chappies, which is what engages gears, have to be taken off the shaft, and they're riveted in. I'll get the camera in the right place, and they're riveted in, and so when I put it back, I'll also put double rope in it. Put the rope in, fits the hole, and stick another one inside it to wedge it in, and that will do that job. But they were riveted in, and these is the rivet that was in it. Because see, I've had to grind the end off it, so you can't use it as a rivet anymore. Not for this job anyway. You could use it for something else perhaps. But so yeah, it's a little bit involved to get that apart. It's a bit of blooming film on its own, like, you know, but anyway, it's apart. You can see them bits have got to come out, and I might take a bit of a picture putting it back together or something. But anyway, I'll get the stick mended first. Okay, so we've got the gear stick out, which is there, look, and goes underneath there and out there, look. I've just got it in here so we can see. And this is the little pin. It's got no wear on it whatsoever. It's actually in good order. And when you put the little pin in there, which is very difficult for me to try and hold that so you can see it, it's got a minimal amount of side movement there, look. And same in the slot at that end, a little tiny bit. But when you come up here and it's operational bit, look, when I get there, see what it's doing, look. So you can see the groove in the side of there, look, what it's worn in. And the same on that side, look. Quite a big old groove. Move the light a little bit so we can see that. There you go, look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spot weld them up. And then fettle them out so it gets a reasonable fit. And then refit the little pin. Little man there, look, little pin, a little tiny flange on its edge, look. Where's it gone? There it is, look. I mean, just by looking there, if you like, I know it's the wrong way up, but you can just see when you're focusing, you can just see how much is wore away from each side, and that's where the wear is. So I think I'll spot weld them up, and then I might endeavour to put a little washer behind the step there. Right, well that's got a couple of spots of weld on there now, look. Just move the torch so we can see it a bit better. Yeah, there you go, see that one bit better now, I'm in focus. So I'll fettle them up and we'll see if we can get that sorted. There you go then, well I've just fettled them in. If you're focusing, there you go. I've just left them just slightly proud, and I mean that goes through there, no matter where you put it, it goes up and down through, and they're just ever so slightly proud. So I think I'm going to leave that at that and pop it in and just try it, and if it runs free, all well and good. Right, so basically these shafts have to come out so the gear stick can sort of slide all the way through and out that way. I've just put the bottom shaft back in, and these things are riveted. What I've done, I've double roll pinned them, which I'm sure will be okay. Took some knocking in, so they ain't going to come out on their own. So if we put that back in its neutral position, which is there, and then if I can get out of the way of the light, right, this is the other one which just sits in there to create your two neutral positions, and pivots on there. So I need two hands to do this. I can't get the camera anywhere near, so I'll just pop this in and get it started, and then I'll bring you back. Right, so I've got that selector started on the shaft, and in this end we've got these here lockout pins, and they slide in that one there. It's just dropped all the way in, down through here, look, and into the bottom one. And what they do, they've got indents in on the bottom of the shaft, and when you change gear, you move your stick from forward to back, like first or second, these lockout pins go up and down according to the indents, so as it can't put two gears in at once. No springs are attached to this. All it is them pins, one rides up, one rides down. So anyway, with a little bit of luck, I should be able to just tap this one in. It'll go right across, which is just going through there now. Look. There, she's right in. And what I'm going to have to do is just slide that across there, look. And there is, I haven't got my blooming little taper punch here, but if I try this one, that's basically locked onto the shaft now, look. Can't slide that back so far. So that's the position I need to be in to stick my roll pins in. So I should double roll pin that one up. Not a particularly good video because I can't get the camera anywhere on a tripod near it, but so just doing it by hand, that's about as near as I can get you. Anyway, I'll pin that up, and then your two bits look that engage on your lace shafts, and I suppose I can wiggle them back and forwards now, or can I not? No, it's going to move the whole thing. No, okay. Okay then, well that's the gear selector all painted. All done. Springs there nicely in its groove. Got a good feel to the stick now, so hopefully that will all be good. And I've also took the opportunity to set about the front axle, cleaned it all up and painted it. Just doing a few of the sort of tedious jobs or boring jobs, you know, rubbing down and cleaning, because you know, I've got a lot of machining in front of me, which obviously is going to take a bit of time and not so much you can film all the way through because you'll get fed up on it. But I've got the kingpin here in the not the king, well I suppose it is a kingpin, but your stub axle. You see the original green paint showing through. To be fair, it seems like the bushes are not too bad in here, and what it is, most of the wear is, and I'll just pick them up. Now I'll clean the kingpins up. If I can just set these up so we can see the wear on them. But yeah, sort of see the wear on that side. Just as it turns, you see it's all worn on that side. The bottom half of the kingpin got a little wear there. Look, that shows it quite badly there. Look, but on the other side there's none. You're just coming round again. Look, you can just see that ridge. Well, all that material is missing. Let's have a look at the other one. Yes, when I look over the top of the camera, yeah, just there, you see the prominent wear just there. And on the other end, you can definitely see the groove of the wear face on that side. There, look. And that's very low there. So beans are nicely drilled out and got a good grease screw through them and everything else, and also it's been machined out for the locking bolt to fit in there because it's a tapered bolt to keep the kingpin tight in the axle. So I'm going to build them up and machine them down, and you know, I do believe that that will take 90% of my slop out the kingpins, and hopefully won't have to bush them up. But anyway, that's where we are with that. Like I say, still got loads of machining to do yet, so we'll leave it at that. Okay, so this is the trap rod pin, and well, there's no explanation here. You can see where the wear is, but I do believe I have got some of these on the shelf.